2nd and 4 from the 31. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On first down, Justin Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. And that nearly an interception here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time with Joshua Kelly. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Isaiah Spiller, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They go play action here on first down.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. But certainly not how they envision the start to this when you give up the touchdown and they take a shot on the first play from scrimmage offensively, Charles, but it gets intercepted.
Yeah, instead of just trying to nibble and, work your way downfield, they tried to take a nice little chunk there. It didn't pay off for them. Now the defense runs on the field, having already given up a touchdown the first drive, hoping to get their legs under them and slow them down.
And all those mistakes, they just seem magnified here in the playoffs.
They'll run here with Spiller. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. They find some open field here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run with Montgomery. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On the ground with a tight end. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Oliver, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now they send a man in motion right.
Trying to run it in with Montgomery.
And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert.
That pass complete to Moore.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. They run behind center with Spiller, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Herbert.
And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Herbert. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a first carry for their fullback. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Isaiah Spiller
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because When you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, break. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38.
2nd and 2.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Casey.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Dancing to, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going
as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Herbert now.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
On the handoff, Spiller.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. 69 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett, as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
65 yards.
And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Travis Jones makes a tackle.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Casey.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with Dobbins.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Josh Oliver, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Williams brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And Allen's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play action. It's Herbert. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told. But they're still looking at a 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring them back with and 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Over the middle, complete. It's Casey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's a handoff to Spiller.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again on the ground. Again it's Spiller. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen?
Herbert on first down now. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Sam Hubbard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. In motion left goes a tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they were stopped on fourth down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these...
Told my boss, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track, I was messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We run the streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just rode the jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just scoring them, boy. I told my boss, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game.
Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I'm turning my vision. You young, she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it at hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. This visor to cover my face. You see me working and working, I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a river. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking facts, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, riding around in the round. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money calling right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Turned up, turned down right now. Too dope, make better get around right now. Hey, I'm too turned up, turned down right now. Too dope, make better get around right now.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Little tune flow.